Hi there, my name is Teresa Kaiser. Today's video, I want to share some personal insights with you in regards to how I see things. Like, I had someone message me on Facebook the other day and they said, oh, I'm so sad because my sibling is succeeding and they graduated college and things like that, and I'm not there yet. Okay, so you're not there yet. Some people take longer. It's okay. See, the people that complain like that though, and if you're the person that I spoke to, don't take this the wrong way, but there are go-getters and there are go-waiters. And let's cover those for a minute. Okay, so the go-getters know that we are made to receive something in life, and we are inspired to go get whatever we want so we can have whatever we want, and there is nothing stopping us for that. Now, a go-waiter will say, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to work for me, so I'm going to wait until I see someone else succeed to prove to myself that I can do it. So let's go a little bit farther with that, okay? Think about when you were growing up, and think about what your life was like. Now, I don't know you. You don't know me. Maybe your life was great, or you think it was great. But I want you to really examine the way that you learned things. Now, not to condone or cut down anybody's parents, all right? Our parents are taught what their parents taught them, so it goes back. But when we're little, all right, here's an example. You speak to a little kid, and they'll say, I want candy. Take me to the store to get candy. And they have their blinders on. That's all they want is that candy. There is no stopping them, all right? Now, as we get older, the candy per se that we want may be, a different job or a degree or to work online or have freedom in our life. But as we're growing up, we're then programmed, you can't have your cake and eat it too, right? Or not? Can you? Yeah, you can. So what I want you to think about is this concept, all right? So when we are growing up, we are programmed that things are supposed to be a certain way. You can't have your candy because this or that, okay? So then, when you're 18 or when you move out of the house from your parents, we assume that's how life is supposed to be. So we tend to try to recreate what we were taught in childhood. But the truth of the matter remains, and I'm going to give a shout out to a friend of mine right now. His name is Raul. And Raul introduced me to a video that taught me this concept, and I'm so very grateful. Because here's the concept, okay? So when you go out and try to recreate what you were taught in childhood, let's say, your parents struggled with money, and you go, well, this is how it's supposed to be. We can't afford this and we can't afford that. Whatever you put out into the universe is what you're gonna get back. I don't want to have a bad day. I can't, I can't show somebody my face without makeup. I can't, oh my gosh, did they see me? You have to be willing to accept and love yourself. And that's something that's extremely, extremely important. And you don't have to recreate the same lifestyle that you had growing up. Maybe it was good, but maybe you were programmed in your mind that, okay, go to school, get good grades, go to college, work 40 years, and then after that, you struggle on retirement income because you worked the last 40 years for what? See, a lot of us can choose to either trade time for money or money for time. And that's very, very true. Now, what if you don't have money to trade for time? You can work at it. You can work towards that goal. There are ways to do that. A lot of us don't believe that. But when you, for example, per se, build a business online, it is extremely, very possible, excuse me. Just like you and I are talking now. We're building a relationship. You get to know more about me and so forth. So when I was growing up, here's what happened to me. And maybe you can relate to this. I have a younger sister, and I was always considered, I don't want to say the black sheep of the family, but I was the one that said, why can't you get good grades like your sister? And she's younger. She went to, because she followed the plan. She went to school, got good grades, went to college, graduated college. And then when she graduated college, she didn't actually get into a job that even related to her college at all. And that is a big, big factor in a lot of people that are going through college, and then they get out of college and they can't find a job in the profession that they're interested in. So, keep that in mind. All that wonderful plan isn't always the best. Well, I chose the naughty plan. The naughty plan is just, I tried college, I didn't like it didn't work out for me, so I just went out and I worked various different jobs. I became a nursing assistant, did that for a while until, a lady said, well, I'm going to sit, and pulled my arm out of the socket. So maybe you can relate to that. I've had different jobs being a waitress and so forth. Then I got introduced into the world of online marketing, web design, and I ran my own brick and mortar business for about 8 years. Maybe you've tried that. Well, for most businesses, they fail, all right? Mine actually kind of dwindled down because of divorce. Maybe you've been through that. There's a lot of different things and factors that can make a business fail. But the one thing in your online business, if you're doing it or you choose to do it, maybe you're looking at it, choose a leader. Choose someone that knows exactly what they're talking about, that can guide you. Maybe they know some technical things, or they know the right way to steer you, to teach you, send you to so-and-so that can teach you this or teach you that. You never want to get a mentor that you can't reach, get in touch with, or that you wonder, well, I wonder if they're going to work today. If you're going to be a leader in business, you got to put that out there. So what you want to do is make a decision to make your life change. You don't have to grow up. When I was growing up, I wondered, am I going to be good enough? It was like my biggest fear. I was quite overweight by the time that I was in my 20s. And simply because of the fact that I think my mind was pre-programmed that I was the one that ate fast at the table when I was little, and you're going to weigh 330 pounds by the time you're, in a few years or whatever. I can't remember the number, but it was always in the back of my mind, those negative thoughts. And you can either choose to wipe away those negative thoughts and do what you want to do in your life. You can choose to wipe away that negative thinking that other people are doing, because their negative thinking never paid your bills, did it? Exactly. No, it didn't. So if you're interested in learning maybe more tips and tricks about what you can, get yourself into mindset for, or something like that, because maybe you're thinking about an online business at this time, I want you to simply I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I just want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and just watch my videos. I upload one quite often, and I teach a lot of things, and I would love to be able to teach you things as well, because I like to share. See, being in an online business doesn't necessarily mean money. It actually means being willing to share your knowledge, because it's about people. If you make people into numbers, then that's all you'll ever be, is a number, and you won't be successful in business. So always keep that in mind. Money, yeah, it can be a motivator, but what should motivate you more actually is the people in your business and the people that you create relationships with, because that's important, because people don't buy your product, they actually buy you. So let's get your mindset changed around here. And by the way, I want you to search YouTube as well after you subscribe to my channel for a video by Louise Hay, the Hay Foundation. If you're interested in changing your way of thinking, that's the video that my friend Roel introduced me to. So go ahead and search that on YouTube. She teaches you how you can change your thinking patterns and believe in yourself and actually love yourself with affirmations. What affirmations are is you look in the mirror every day, and this may sound really weird, but you say, I love you. If you ever watch a little kid, they'll talk to themselves in the mirror and say, I love my house, I love my dog, I love my friends, because they're not programmed to think it's weird. They don't know any better. They're just kids, But you don't have to know any better either. Who said you have to grow up? Who said you have to follow what everybody else does? I say you don't. So what I want you to do, hit subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.